Hello, it's Aki Anastasiou and welcome to this week's edition of Technobyte. I've been playing with a very interesting piece of technology. Can you see this little device? It's called a chipolo. And what the chipolo does is it can fit into really any kind of wallet. Now, I don't know about you, but I tend to lose things or forget where I've put them. And what this does is it's got a battery in it and it's got a tiny sensor that talks to your phone via Bluetooth, and it'll tell you if you've misplaced your wallet and you can't find it. You're looking all over the place. It's got a range of about 30 meters, but as soon as you lose it, you basically open up your phone, open up the app, and you can hear it's making a little noise, and you can listen out and try and trace where the noise is coming from. And then when you find it, you obviously stop it. But you'll ask, well, what happens if you lose your wallet at the shops? You forget it somewhere and you can't remember where you left it. Well, it's got a map, and it remembers where the last location it was paired with your phone. So you can go back and say, hey, that's where I lost those shops. And these guys make one of these for key rings. They make one for a card, as I've just demonstrated, which is pretty cool. The other thing I've been playing with this week, well, not really playing, it's interesting, the technology that we're using on our hands, or the Apple Watch, for example, and a whole lot of different one of these technologies, is it's picking up all sorts of information about our body. So, for example, this Apple Watch, when I'm exercising, it's recording my heart rate, it's keeping my heart rate, reminding me of what my heart rate is, if I overexert myself. So it's always recording some element of my body. Now, what they've done is they've paired with this company called Cardiogram. And you may remember a few weeks ago that they discovered by people wearing Apple Watches, they could start picking up hypertension. And it's all taking the data that you get from your watch and the heart rate metrics that it picks up, and basically putting it through some kind of algorithm, matching it with other historical data. They're able to accurately pick up whether you're going to get a heart attack, for example, whether you're going to be prone to hypertension, etc., etc. Now they've discovered another little piece of interesting data, and I found this one really fascinating. So there's an app called Cardiograph, and this app really works like this. You turn on the app and you can notice that your camera light goes on, okay? And all you do is you simply put your finger over the camera, okay, over the camera lens like this, and then it starts recording your heart rate. As you can see, my heart rate's being recorded here, and I've just got to keep it a little bit tight, and there's my resting heart rate. And you see, it's picking it up. I've got to just keep my finger a little bit still. But my heart rate at the moment is 84 beats per minute, which is quite cool when you think that you can use your camera lens to actually record your heart rate that's been picked up from your finger. But this company that does this analysis, together with Apple and the Apple Watch, have discovered that if you use your heart rate data together with what you're collecting, you can start picking up early detections of people who might suffer from diabetes. And they do this by looking at the recovery of your heart rate when you're doing some exercise, where your resting heart rate, your highest heart rate point, and just monitoring your heart during the day. They put this data through some kind of algorithm, and they're able to work out pretty accurately, although bearing in mind this is still very new, but they're saying that the accuracy levels are sitting between 80 and 85% of being able to detect whether you're going to be prone to getting diabetes just by simply allocating and analyzing your heart rate, taking the data, allocating it to a specific algorithm and analyzing it. And that's a little bit of the insights from Technobyte this week. Cheers.